Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. How
What
are
up?
y'all? Welcome to
Hello.
the
What's
Pink
up?
Riot Show. It is your amazingly awesome host, Breeze Bookish, aka Variant Vixen, and myself,
Period.
Keisha, aka Hot Havoc, and I blanked.
The one and only Hot Havoc with the gorgeously Riot pink do. I'm so here for
Yeah,
it. Now
this
I
is,
get it. Why you
yeah,
were like, nah, that wasn't the color, because that's the color.
yeah,
Period.
yeah, this is the color. I actually mixed two types of pink to get this. So,
So now we know the formula.
yeah. A very expensive formula apparently, but Imma
Oh,
keep doing it
word.
because
All right,
yeah,
so we just need to add that to the list of sponsors. Somebody's hair dye.
somebody. But
Yeah.
no, I like pink. Pink is growing on me. I
Yay!
may
Oh, that makes me
prefer the
so
pink
happy.
hair better than not better, but it's different. It gives me a different feel than, like, when I had blue and, like,
Yeah,
bluish green hair.
that's
So,
fair.
yeah.
Fair. Wait, so was the dye like Manic Panic? Because that's the only good dye that I know.
Nope, I don't even remember the name of it, but it's a pink bottle. In Sally's, and it's, like, $20 a bottle. And it is amazing because I've used Manic Panic like once or twice before,
Mhm.
but I don't know, it didn't feel good. Then I used Arctic Fox a couple of times, and I don't
Okay.
like the smell of it.
Oh
So,
yeah, smell is big. I feel that.
yeah, yeah. So then I randomly got this one because I had used it on one of my kids' hair,
Mhm.
um, and it works. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's cute. It's looking real cute or whatever.
Thank
Or
you.
whatever. Period. I love it.
Thank you.
Definitely
Hold
on.
on, do we have the nails done? I saw
I'm trying out some pressies because I'm in between appointments and they are getting us through, so don't look too close. But
I hear that.
they're just like plain pink with like little swirls on them. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's not usually you.
no, and they're like mad short for what I normally like. I just couldn't deal with not having nails.
Yeah.
So
I'm like,
these
we're
are
used to
holding
the
me over.
claws.
Yeah, I the claws will be back after my appointment on Saturday. That's the hard thing when you're like that girl who has to go to that girl. So like my chick had to reschedule and she was
Mm,
like, "Oh, but I made sure these people could see you." I was like, "We're not going to somebody else.
no,
We're going to have to
no.
wait." Yeah.
They don't get it. No, I will wait months for you.
I don't know about months. If you have me waiting
I
longer than like a week and a half, then I will go trekking and find somebody else. But the thing is, I'm like, I like to stay in my little bougie bubble. So I'm like, it's not that much of a wait. If I'm just being dramatic, it was really only a couple of days, and I understood the reason why she needed to reschedule. But it's just in the
understood.
meantime, I literally was like, you see the length that I normally get,
Yes. Yes.
and if there's any signs of trouble with any of those, I'm just like, nope, we're just gonna preemptively remove them because
Because you can't walk
breaking a
around with
nail like
yeah.
that, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, is the worst. So yeah.
I miss having I've never had claws that long. It's just I've always wanted to, but lifestyle just never lined up for me. But there's this one lady I went to back in Delaware when I
Mhm.
used to get my nails done all the time. And I loved her to the point where when we moved, I have not found anybody else. Like
Yeah.
it's yeah.
It bees like that. Look, when I moved back to California from Texas, I was distraught because the my people that I used to see there, they had it down. They'd be like, "She's gonna come in. Yes, it says that she has 3 appointments. She wants all of us working on her stuff at the same time because she works
Mm.
graveyard shift. She gonna fall. She gonna get her 2 glasses of wine. She's going to fall asleep. But if all is well when she wakes up, she tips well, and she, like clockwork, will be back in 2 weeks. And I have
Mm.
yet to find somebody who does me like that here. So
See,
we
that
just
would be magical.
listen, and it was okay. What's crazy is at that time, like now I'm kind of just like in my cute pink and sparkly era. Whereas at that time I was like, give me all the crazy designs. So I would literally just show her like some inspo pictures and she would
Mhm.
like go ham, like freehand
So, like,
design,
the 3D and all of that on it?
all of
Like,
that. Give me all of that.
period.
Yeah. But now I'm just like, I am wearing braids less. And so now I'm like, if I get like rhinestones and all that type of stuff, it needs to be something that's not going to get caught in my naturally curly hair. So my
Mm.
nails nowadays are they long, but they tend to be basic. It's pink with a little razzle
I know you
dazzleness.
didn't just call them basic.
I mean, in comparison to what they used to be, these girlies are basic. Okay.
I need to see pics, cause that's crazy.
Okay, I'll have to try to dig them up. That was like a couple phones ago, so I may not still have those pics, but yeah.
Gotcha,
But yeah,
gotcha.
now that I've like completely derailed the show talking about nails. We could go there, guys. We could go. We could do both. Get you a girly who could do both. What's up? Hey, Melanin and Manga.
Hey, hey, how are you? Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Pink on her
Yeah,
skin tone. That pink is
yeah.
perfect for her skin tone. Y'all not
Yeah.
hearing me. It's a thing. Like
It's good.
we will go down that rabbit hole at another time, but that is a whole thing. I had jokes about like how when you're like in that good like warm brown to you like golden caramel pocket, you can literally wear
Anything.
any color
Anything.
and it will eat. Like, I feel like I remember when I was younger, I used to be so jealous of my, like, deeper toned cousins because that deeper chocolate tone is the prettiest skin color to me. Like,
Oh.
and no matter what I do, my skin will never be that deep and gorgeous. But, we can aspire. But, like, to me, there's only, like, maybe 1 or 2 colors, and it's 'cause it's like if my skin is doing better than the color, then what are we doing? Like, that's not your color.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like in the middle, you can kind of go either way. So, but yeah, all that to
Yeah.
say, the pink is popping for your skin tone. That's why I was like, okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah.
Why you was like, no, I had to redo it because that wasn't the pink. I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hi, hey boo.
Hey, Inja, how are you, love?
I can't even tell you the last time I had a nail day, but I dream about it weekly. Oh, honey, listen.
Yo, it's been years for me. Years.
Years is
It's been years.
crazy, Keisha.
Okay, so hold on, hear me out.
Okay,
Okay, so we live out in
period.
when we moved up here during the pandemic, nobody was open. And I
Mm,
was trying to look for things, but like during the pandemic, the price of everything just skyrocketed.
yeah, that's fair.
Like getting your nails done, hair done, all of that just skyrocketed. And I was like, I'm not paying this.
That's fair.
And I'm very much that person where if I can learn it, I'm gonna do it myself.
That's what I
So
thought you were gonna say. Like, that's
yeah.
where these pressies came from. These are like gel. So I picked some pressies that had designs, but I
Mhm.
instead of using like regular glue, I have like the gel glue and the little UV
Yes.
light because I'm not
Yes.
playing with this other play glue. So
Yep.
that's what I thought. Like, I feel like if I decided like, okay, we're not dropping the coins to go to the shop, I would at least be doing that just because I feel like my fingers look like little sausages if I don't have my nails
Not
done.
sausages.
Those not quite as stubby as like Vienna sausages, but it's giving breakfast sausage and I just can't. I can't.
Mm. Got you. Mm. We listen and we don't judge.
I know, I know. And every time that I have like this little weird times where, oh, that's like the worst. If you catch me at a time when my nail lady is like, you need to let your nail beds rest. So pretty much like she will refuse to do my set and tell me to let my nail beds rest. Those times are the toughest for me. And I'll just be sitting there looking at my hands like,
Oh,
just
stop.
breakfast sausage.
See, I'm
But
out in the garden too often, so, like,
that's
these days, it's like, I want to have nails,
mhm.
mm, but the
Mm,
lifestyle is not built for that.
that's fair.
It is not built for that.
Okay, it sounds like we need to get you like a little gel overlay kit or something.
Oh, I have that. When I say I learn it all, I learn it all. We got everything.
Okay, so you're like, okay, so to clarify, the nails are done. They're just not acrylics.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I keep a clear coat on right now. Like,
that's
that's
fair.
it. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, I can get behind that.
See, Engineer said, I'm right there with you on because it's so expensive. That's a whole different show. We could just talk about like the price of looking good. It's just so expensive, especially as a black woman. It's
Yeah,
insane. I've had
I
to
agree.
I had to learn how to cut my hair because I was like, it's not. Or like when I learned how to do braids, like all them knotless braids that I had that's going down, I've done. That's me.
Keisha,
I
okay, is
haven't
this a
let
safe
anybody
space?
touch.
Because
Yeah.
I'm that black girl who does not know how to do her own braids. I cannot.
Mhm. There's a
I
lot of black girls that don't
I
know it.
will
It's cool.
I will get two plaits to get it out the way or something like that, but if it's not down and flowing, it's a bun and done, like today.
Period.
If you ever see me with braids, my cousin did them. Like, actually.
See, and I'm the hookup for my family. I do everybody's hair.
Okay, so you already know.
Everybody's hair.
My cousin is that person for our family.
Mhm. Like that's what I did New Year's Day. I was doing my kids' hair and they
That's
have
right.
like long
Listen,
twigs.
y'all, the way that Keisha was like, "Yeah, that's a hair day, so we're gonna have to," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" But then if you think about it, it's like there is a lot of hair happening over there, and if
Yeah.
you're the one doing it all, that's a lot.
Mhm. I'm the only I have the shortest hair in the house.
Mm,
The shortest hair in the house. Everybody else has long hair or it adds long hair to that. So like it takes a minute to do everybody's hair. And
yeah.
yeah, I'm the hairstylist, but everybody looks fly. We all look fly.
And do, and do. Period. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before we go into any more beauty things, we'll have to
Right?
have like this. We'll have to have like a specific day where it's like, oh, Pink Riot beauty tips, Pink Riot approved beauty things. But today is not
Oh,
that
do the
show.
live with spa day with the mask and everything.
Listen, you don't even have
Yes.
to ask me. You know, I'm always down to mask. You like, we'll make it like full on slumber party vibes. Everybody bring a bevy. Okay, bring a mask.
We can do that in February.
Period. Galentine's.
Yeah. Let me write this down so we don't forget.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing a Galentine's sleepover.
Period. Melon and manga, you're invited.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and just said I too am one of those black girls who can't braid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I only learned because my mom used to have this girl from around the block do my hair. And my
Mm,
braids used to be fire, like just designs and everything. I was the
yeah.
baddest. And then stopped getting it done. And I
Mm,
was like, no, this can't stop.
yeah, this can't stand.
It can't. So I learned how to do my braids.
That's fair. Listen, we had a good old slick back ponytail back in the day when I couldn't get the braids. Looking hella crazy. Like, those were dark times, but we're past it now. Had like a pound of Garnier Fructis in my hair. Looking hella crazy.
Stop it. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have a lot of people in the chat. Well, not, we have people in the chats and Instagram. Twisted Little
Oh, what's
Maker,
up?
hey, hey. Nosferatu,
Hello.
how you doing? Ajira, my love, how are you?
Oh, kiss Jira.
They said, I haven't seen you since last year. Yep.
Okay, we get it. I knew we were bound to get some of those jokes off. It's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
We love that you've been rocking with us all the way since last year. That's a vibe.
Right? They said, how you hanging, Pink Riot? We're doing good.
We are
It
doing
apparently the
good.
first 15 minutes of the show was beauty talk.
It happens. That's bound to happen every once in a while because,
Mhm.
the pink
We're
piece of
we're
pink
still
riot.
gonna do the Galentine's sleepover. I think that's a great
Galentine's
idea.
sleepover live is gonna be a vibe. Period. What else was I gonna say? Oh, your boy, Comics Universe, who makes the dope hoodie. I politely was like, "Can you do pink next?" He added pink and called it Riot Pink.
Stop it.
Yes, yes. So
Okay,
I
now I need to
immediately
get
copped.
I
Immediately
gotta get a
copped. I was
second
like,
one because
yes,
that's awesome.
right. Oh, I love that so much. So like I didn't want to butcher the at, but share the deets so that other people can
I
cop the hoodie.
definitely will. I definitely will. Cause yo, when I tell you I have the hoodie in gray and it is so comfortable.
And the picture of you is the promo for the hoodie on the site. I was like, period.
Wait, he didn't tell me that, really?
Oh my bad. I don't know if that's
Nope,
how you were supposed to
nope,
find out,
I'm gonna
but
no, I'm excited for that.
it's
No, I'm
literally
excited
your
for that.
beautiful. As soon as he said that, I was like, bet I'm finna go get it now. And then I look and I was like, even better. My co-host with the most is
It
that
is
girl.
it is such a comfortable hoodie. Like shout out to Black Comics Universe. It's such a comfortable hoodie. I love
Yay!
it
I'm
so
so
much.
excited.
Cause like some hoodies are like thin, like this one I got on. It's fairly thin, but that one, oh, living out here in the cold is great.
Yeah, y'all on some whole other level of cold out there, so I feel you on that.
It's the high just hit. It's 21 degrees right now.
Throw the whole place away. I would not. I would be dressed like a freaking Eskimo. Forget a hood. Oh my
I
gosh.
actually went running. I like running in this weather. So like I see you judging me and that's
You're one of
fine.
those. You're one
I
of
am.
those. I mean, I
Now
love
grant
that for you, but I could never.
nah, like it feels good. Like this morning when I ran, it was like 10 degrees. And I was out there in like 2 layers. One, the Under Armour and then a hoodie. It was great. I like running in this weather. I don't know how people run in the summer.
I don't know how people run, period, but in the cold as well, it's a definite no for me. Do you know anyone affected by the fires? Are you close, Bree? Okay, so sending much love and praying for
Yeah.
safety for anyone in SoCal right now. I am in Northern California, like Bay Area, yay, yay. So I am nowhere near these fires. They're like a solid 5 hours away from me.
Mm,
But I know a bunch of people who had to like evacuate and stuff like that. So that's a crazy situation. It's wild
yeah.
being in Cali where it's so dry and it's easy for those types of things to happen. So like, I mean, knock
Yeah.
on some wood. We haven't been affected by it recently, but like when I first moved back, that was like a regular thing. You just knew, especially like living like in the hilly areas where I'm at, you like
Mhm.
when they have those fires, they just keep moving and it's so dry. It's like takes nothing for it to happen. So yeah, sending lots of Pink Riot
Yeah.
love to anybody who's
Everybody. Yeah.
dealing with that right now. And I hope that you're all were able to evacuate and be safe. And I hope that your homes and things will be okay when you come back to them because that is nothing to play with. But thank you,
Yeah.
Melanin and Manga, for asking
Yes.
about us, but we are safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is horrible.
Over on Instagram, Books and Breath is how are our chicken siblings doing? Oh, the Cluck sisters are doing great.
Yes.
Um, with the last cold snap we got, where it was like negative 10 degrees outside, we went and got a coop heater. So anytime it goes under like 15 degrees, I put the
Mm,
coop heater on because my chickens, they were bred for like the weather that we have. Like they're good until about 0 degrees, but I don't let it get that cold.
mm.
Um, but right now they're doing very well. Very well. And we do like something called a deep litter method. So in their coop and in the run, it feels like it's 30, 40, like 30, 35 degrees, which is really good for them. Like
Mm.
even when the wind is going crazy, it still feels warm in their space. So they're doing great. You know, they're laying eggs still, which is like surprising, but exciting, you know. Yeah.
Oh, listen, y'all, I seen a video of my algorithm is all jacked up because of Keisha and her farm and her animals. But I this video and it's these people found these like little dinosaur hats. I don't know if they made them or if they bought them from somewhere, but they had all these chickens running around with these little dinosaur hats. And I was hollering laughing at that video for at least 10 minutes for no reason because it
Mhm.
just really warmed my spirit. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous.
But
But
you
the
sent
chickens, I
that to
immediately
me
sent
and
it to
did not
Keisha like,
send
"You
me.
need these hats."
Yeah, I was like, you didn't send me a link. So like this is not
Like, "Do your job, okay? Don't send it to me unless we know the link is in bio, okay, guys?"
basically.
Too funny. Alright. Now that we've, like, completely gone off the rails,
Right.
we
Let's
have a couple books to talk about this week,
yes,
and
yes,
I got
yes.
pretty decent pulls because I got this week's and last week's pulls.
Oh,
So,
see, I only got 4 issues. That
okay,
is
well, let's
it.
kick it off with you then.
That is oh, you like, let's start with the smaller one. Yep, yep. Alright. So, I got hold on, let's do this. Can I do it? Do I even remember how to do this? Okay, yes,
There you
see,
go,
that's
period.
awesome. Alright, so I got the new champions, number 1. We're gonna talk about this, but I enjoyed it very much. Um, also got Captain America, which was good. Moon Man, which I'm very excited about this story arc because now in this story arc, we're learning more about what happened in those 7 minutes that they all got their powers.
Mm,
And then Magic, this one was recommended to me by my comic book shop, so
yeah,
I'm reading it to see, you know, if they get my reading style, you know? You know?
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see. And that's all I got.
Okay, but very selective, but very quality pulls, so I can get
Yes,
behind
yes.
that
Yes,
100%.
yes.
Als
Alright,
okay.
where's your short box?
I did not do that bad this time, okay?
Mhm.
This is the first time, and this is how you know I'm sticking to my New Year's goal. This is the first time they've ever given me my books in a paper bag before.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's
You've never
literally
gotten
just
it in a bag before?
sometimes they'll give it to me and like they have Cape and Cow plastic bags, but it's
Mhm.
normally like that bag is full or I have more than one of those. This is like it's small.
It's small. That's how mine usually
I felt so disrespected and was shocked and appalled when she handed me this paper ass bag. I was like, do we not have a quality bag with a handle you could give me? And then I was like, Brianna, you don't need a big bag. It's fine. All you're gonna do is like put this in the recycle bin anyway. Like, but I was like, dang, it doesn't even have a logo on it. I felt some type of way, so I don't know. But
This is
this is
new
what
for
I
you.
get for not bringing my comic folio for when I know that I just have single issues. So in the
Mhm.
future, we will forego this ugly paper bag and just make sure we have our comic folio with us. But yeah, it's a very, very light week. Very
Yeah,
light.
yeah. New Year's, there
Um,
wasn't a whole lot out.
yeah. Partially that, partially what we talked about last episode of me being like, I'm trying to fill my important character backlist. So, and
Mhm.
I'm so excited because some of those are in the mail currently. And then you guys will understand, like, oh, she was cutting back on that because she was wilding out over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
is a transitionary period, but I'm very excited about it. So yeah, I just got that paper bag, but look,
Oh, that's cute.
it's a Rubik's Cube,
That
but
is
it's
cute.
Hello Kitty for the Hello Kitty 50th anniversary.
That is so hard to solve, I bet.
It will never move from this position. I need you to understand that this is not to be played with. This is a collector's item. Do you understand me?
Fair.
It will likely come out of the box because I'm a whole child, but I won't be messing it up because yeah. I was like, do I want to spend my adult money on this? And the fact that I had to
Yes.
ask myself more than once, it was like, just get it, Brianna. Why are you even playing yourself? So yes, she's gonna go on the shelf somewhere, but and it's like the official Rubik's Cube collab
Yeah.
for the 50th anniversary. And so I'm just like, of course I was gonna get that. Okay. Um, so we got that, and then see, lightweight on the pulls.
That
All
is
right.
small.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? See?
That's a me pull on a big day.
Listen, the shade, but the facts. I can't even I can't even say anything against that. Okay, so I also obviously got Sam Wilson, Captain America, because I mean we're rooting for everybody black. I wasn't even gonna get
Oh,
this
that issue
until
is
I
so black.
seen the actual cookout that
Yeah.
occurred in that issue. So I was
Yeah.
like, we got to, y'all know my collection is women of color in comics. So while I'm like, I don't got nothing against
But
Sam
there are a lot
Wilson.
of women in that
Yeah. So
cookout,
it was
yeah.
necessary. So yeah, that issue was necessary. We'll talk a bit about that
Misty
too.
and Storm are there, so, like, easily.
Period. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then I got a couple variants of new champions. So we got this
Yeah.
one. Let's see, what's this one? Okay, this one was a ratio variant. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
how
saw that one, yeah.
I don't know how to switch to myself, but I think y'all can see
Hold
that.
on, let me see. Nope, that's not. How do I do that?
There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this one was a ratio variant. That was my favorite of the variants for new champions, so we had to get it. Let's see. I got the A cover of Moon Man. And then I got this variant as well, just because I liked the Man in the Moon face. They really ate with these Moon Man variants. And Napalm Lullaby 8. I think that was the variant as well. We got the Peach Momoko new champions variant. How cute is that? And we got the Rose Besh new champions variant. And then we got Ultimate Black Panther 12. and Sentinels 4. And I also got Magic 1, but I got the Marvel Rivals variant. That is like my current obsession right now, Marvel Rivals. I hadn't played it yet because I didn't realize that it was like a PC situation. And so I tried it for the first time and now I'm just like, we can't be addicted to this.
Yep.
Okay, and then I got Nyx and the Ultimates 8. This is also a ratio variant. I haven't been like following this run. I just really liked this cover.
Yeah. I saw that too, and it
Yeah.
made me wanna look into the rest of that run.
Exactly. Okay, so we're on the
Yeah.
same page because I was
Yep.
like, "Ooh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." But I'm gonna wait for the trade. Um, and then what is this? The Avengers 22,
Mhm.
and I believe that's Sanford Green. Yeah, Sanford Green variant. And then we
Yeah,
got X Factor 6. What are you saying?
that one, I saw that one too. I was like, Sanford Green, yo, I wish I was I need every single variant of every because his artistry is just fantastic.
Absolutely adore Sanford Green. Definitely one of my top favorite artists. Ahsoka 7
Mhm.
and Cassandra Cain, Batgirl number 3. I
Yep.
was like, come on, look at that.
Yes.
She ate that up. And then we got Birds of Prey 17. Another one I'm not following, just copped it for the
Right.
cover.
But Nubia is there, so you get it.
Yeah. And then the only trade, which how often does that happen? The only trade I got is Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
Mm. I remember you uh talking about that comic a while back, right?
Did not. I wanted to get it, but I was
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna wait for the trade. And now the trade is here.
Yeah.
So
Ajira
yeah.
saying, "Damn, I missed the YouTube crew watching this on IG. We be cutting up." Yes, y'all did cut up in the chats last time. Y'all absolutely did. You
Oh
can
my
always
gosh.
pop over here. And for those who are just listening, like, please know that we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. So whichever place,
Yeah.
watch
Wherever's
us.
clever.
Right? Watch it. And
Oh,
then they also said the Batgirl is gorgeous. Yes, it was.
right? That Batgirl 8. Okay, and then
Yes.
I almost forgot the thing that I was most excited about getting this week. I did not pick up from my comic shop today. It was a Kickstarter
Oh,
that I
right.
got a
Yeah.
while ago, and it arrived the other day. And me and Keisha literally were having our Pink Riot meeting like a couple minutes after it came, and I was still like in full on squeal mode about it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
okay, this is a magnetic press title called Aster of Pan, and it's one of those where it came out a while back, and I got the oversized hardcover from Cape and Cow, my local comic shop. Shout out to the fam over there. And I liked the
Mhm.
story, but then they came back and decided they were doing a volume 2, and they weren't doing it by issues. It was just going to be a hardcover via the Kickstarter. And I found out after buying Aster of Pan in store that had I bought it from Magnetic Press's website, I could have gotten the variant cover hardcover that had artwork by Peach Momoko. And y'all know I love anything
You
from Peach
love.
Momoko. So when the
Yes.
Kickstarter came, I was hella excited because they had a box set of volume 1 and volume 2 in a slipcase, and the slipcase has the Peach Momoko
Oh,
art on each side. Guys, what?
that's so good.
What? And so you get the best of both worlds because look, the inside of it is pink. Somebody gets me. So, so you got the Peach Momoko art on the slipcase, and then you got the
Mhm.
OG artist on the covers. And then it came with this little
Right? Melanin is fire. Yeah.
it came with this
Like,
little Aster of
that's
Pan
a Kickstarter done right.
right? And I put the art things in the book so that I wouldn't mess them up. And it also came with Aster of Pan stickers. These were like the stretch goal little package things that came with it. And it
Mhm.
also came with a two-sided poster of the covers. And so the other side is the
Nice.
cover of volume 2. And it came with an art print as well. And like a little foam sticky thing that looks like the little hard floppy disk. But look at it, it's numbered and it's signed by Peach Momoko.
So that must be framed and put on a wall somewhere.
Right now, she's living in the back of my book so that nothing bad happens to her. And then this one is a print. It
Once
doesn't have
again.
this one doesn't have a wet signature, but it has her little signature in the inside.
Mhm. Once again, Imma need you to frame that, put that somewhere on the
I
wall. Like,
know.
that's what I did. I actually have, like, this wall going up where I have, like, Aletha Martinez, Paul what's his name? He's Afrofuturist artist.
Paul
Um,
Lewin.
and yes, Paul Owen,
Mm-hmm.
then Trill League, everybody, Tuskegee Airs, everything is all framed and put on this wall as I look up. Let's do that.
So the thing is, I have monopolized like almost every inch of my wall space with more shelves because we
So
need
this
more
is where we
shelves.
hang picture frames in between the bookcases.
Mm. Mm. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Keisha.
Like
Yeah.
full on. Yeah. We're gonna go maximalist. We're gonna do it big.
It's gonna be insane, but I'm catching the vision because I'm thinking about like all of the other things like that that would also qualify as the you need to frame that category, and I'm like,
You have a lot.
like I could cover my ceiling with it. I don't know.
Mhm.
We're just gonna manifest a bigger space so that I could have a whole library situation. Y'all, I went down the
Mhm.
biggest rabbit hole looking at like comic book storage solutions. And apparently, I'm either going to have to like drop a bag on the comic shelving drawer system of my dreams
If you don't get a
or
file
find me a
cabinet
carpenter bay.
if you don't get a file cabinet
You're now listen, while I love your setup with the file cabinet situation, the number of short boxes that we currently have
Mhm.
and the vision for how I want to be able to store them
Okay,
is
that's different.
giving a whole wall unit situation. And
Okay.
I've seen what the good Lord has done for others. Because I found this
So
other guy on YouTube and he made his own and now he sells them, but he definitely charges like $5,000 for the size unit that I would need.
yeah, yeah. Mhm. It's expensive. There's this one on Pinterest where it is the full wall
Mhm.
and it's a pull out. It looks like it's a Calyx system, but it's clearly not because it's to the size of a modern comic. And you
Mhm.
pull the drawer out and then the front of the drawer is like the logo of you know, whichever superhero it is. Like, yeah, people spend a grip
Yeah.
on some really dope setups.
See, like,
And
I'm envisioning like 4 or 5 high and like 8 to 12 wide shelving with drawers. The way the guy had his set up is the front of each was like
mm,
a plexiglass slot with a little over thing that snaps closed, so you
yeah,
could like showcase a comic and or a label if you wanted to make that, and you can switch it out as you move things around. I would want
I like
all
that.
those to be drawers, and he had them set up so they're like you can't slam them, like the last couple inches it slows itself down and
Ooh,
it just eases
a
in.
soft close.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
was like, "Ah, he's selling it." And but then I would want like regular shelves on
Mhm.
top for the sideways hardcover omnibus compendiums to live. And I want it to be metal so that it's sturdy, or it would just have to be real wood
Yeah.
with like
Mhm.
metal fixtures or whatever. And it has to be pink. So
We're
yeah.
gonna
And
manifest that because
yeah,
that
that's the
have
only reason why I'm saying it all out loud. I got the specs down and everything, guys. It's gonna be glorious. So we need the pink Riot bag to come through, and a
mm.
carpenter bay who understands my vision would not be disagreeable. That's all I'll say about that on that.
I'm
Like, let me
actually
find out he likes my comics and he could build stuff. Where he at? Where is he at?
I hear that.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah, give me one of them. Mhm. Yeah.
I actually just, we decided to move because we have a really weird shaped living room, and we
Mm.
decided to move the couch a little closer to the TV because, like, the couch is on one wall, the TV is on the other. It's just,
Mhm.
like, this long distance. So we was like, "Ah, let's move it closer since everybody's playing this video game now."
Yeah.
And then
I
I
love
turned
that. You
around.
guys are enjoying the Switch.
Yes, loving it, loving it. Everybody is very competitive now, but we are
Mm.
loving it. But, like, I was on the couch, I turned around, I was like, "I have space for a new bookcase now."
Yes, get into it.
So, I'm about to go get that Calyx real quick, and I'm gonna move my vinyl record player downstairs and all my
Mm,
records downstairs, and
nice.
now I'll have an extra empty bookcase up here.
Check
So
you out. Yes, come on, shelf shimmy. That oh, I got more shelf space so I can buy more books. Shimmy is real.
yes.
Love that for you, girl. Oh yeah, I know that excitement well. Cause I'm like,
Right.
where could I throw another shelf? Ain't no space. We ain't no space.
This about it. This room got everything it could possibly hold, so
Yeah.
everything gotta go into the rest of the house. It's
Like we're exploring new territories now. That's fair. I love that for you
alright,
though. Period.
alright. Alright, so we are now look at that. It is 43 minutes in, and we still gotta talk about these 3 books. Alright. So which one are we gonna be talking about first? The yeah, which
Well, I
one?
will
Which one?
say I just went and picked up my books today, so I
Mhm.
didn't get to read New Champions yet. Um, I know, but it's okay. I'll catch spoilers. It's fine,
Okay.
'cause since that's what we're talking about this episode, and I only got through like um my meetings ran late, so I really only got to look
Mhm.
into the Sam Wilson Captain America. I got through that whole thing where right before everybody's getting ready to leave to go see whatever the issue is. But yeah,
Mhm.
I guess we could talk about that and you can let me know where it goes from there. But
Okay.
I
Okay.
absolutely loved the idea that They're celebrating the first Black Captain America,
Yeah,
and
that was great.
that's why literally everybody pulled up. Like, I seen now this picture, this screen grab right here that you're sharing has been circulating since
Mhm.
before this issue even dropped. And that's definitely what made me cop this issue, because y'all know I'm like, it's not a woman character, so I don't really care. But
Yeah,
this was a must.
yeah,
This is a must, okay? And so you knew it was something going on, but I was like, how are they going to explain that? That was a perfect reason for everybody to pull up. And it was
yeah.
funny seeing like the picture getting circulated around, and everybody's like, what about Black Panther? What about Black Panther? What does he have to do with this particular celebration? That wouldn't
Nothing.
have made any sense. So I love the way that they went about that, and that it was very like casual, but
Mhm.
also they put respect on the fact that an outsider person who's not one of the Black heroes would be like, hey, yo, everybody's here type of vibes. That made me so happy and mad at the same time, because I'm like, why wouldn't we have more of these type of things happening? Like, come
I was
on.
just about to say that you only really see these, like, get-togethers, these collabs, whenever you have a Black artist writing for, a Black character. Like,
Yeah.
they find a way to put everybody into the issue,
Mhm.
and I loved that about this
Yes.
Cap America because I couldn't get a screenshot of the other one, but there's another full page panel, I think, where it's just um they're walking into the birthday party where it's outside or whatever, and he has Sam Rogers with him. And you just see this white guy walking into like a sea of Black people, like, huh, all
Like Luke
right.
Cage on the grill goes crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
Yeah.
what? Come on.
That's so cool.
Right? And it's literally everybody pulled up. They did their big one on that.
Right. They definitely did. So like
Yeah.
I thought I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah.
The actual plot of the story didn't really care for.
Mm.
Like, it's not something that necessarily grabbed my attention.
Mm-hmm.
So like outside of Root for Everybody Black, I don't know. I'll give it, this is one of those, you know, 3 then C, you know, because there's nothing that truly grabbed my attention. I don't even think I quite care about the Red Hulk and stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I was gonna say, if you're doing a first three, then see, I'm gonna wait till you see. That's not. I like I said, I specifically bought this book off the strength of the power behind those
Yeah.
pages, those 2 pages.
Yeah.
And literally, like, after that, I'm like, okay, it's cool, whatever. Like you said, rooting for everybody Black, so I'm not mad at it. Um,
Mhm.
everything up to where I stopped at was cool, but I haven't even gotten into the plot of it, and I wasn't even pressed. I was like, this is what I came for, and it
Yeah.
that piece of it was very satisfying for me. So good.
I
If
think
you say you like it after your first three, then see, then I'll wait for the
mhm.
trade. But I'm
Okay.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz I think like this run, while once again, I'm still going to check it out, but like this run has a few things against it for me.
Hmm.
And one of them is that I like Anthony Mackie's Captain America. So like this one, he's from New York and not Louisiana.
Hmm.
And so
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not Mackie. Like,
Don't be that
uh,
guy,
I
Keisha.
know, I know. I did like the fact that Red Wing is not the drone from the movie. Red Wing is a bird that, has always been in the comics since like the late 60s. So I like that, and the fact that Red Wing has like this telepathic connection
Mm,
to Cap, and he he's able to like talk to birds in a way. So I thought that was really cool.
yeah,
But like I said, the actual plot of the story, I'm on the fence about. I could go either way.
that's fair.
So
That's totally fair. So
yep,
I'd
yep.
say yeah, it's giving key issue
Yeah.
for what was done in the very beginning of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know,
Not at
every
all.
story is not going to resonate with everyone, and that's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I feel. I'm also interested maybe like with the Patriot who is oh, I forget who he is related to, but he's related to one of the
He
black.
is the grandson
Right.
of this person we're celebrating in this, and he's
Right.
like young buck. But that's another thing too. I You can always tell who drew it
Yeah.
because they actually look like us instead of looking like somebody else who just got color brown. I was like, come on, y'all, look at that fade. Okay, it takes it. It really takes it to a whole other level. And I'm just
It
like, oh,
does.
you just know he will be fine in real life.
Oh my
To me, that's
goodness.
when you did a good job. I said what I said.
All right. So this one is not, oh, we should have another like bam, but it's like a first three, then we'll see.
First three,
Or
then yeah.
yeah. Or another
Or
one is
wait for the trade.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick it up at the library.
Yeah, yeah. Save your coins.
Save your coins.
Yeah, yeah. Hold out for hoopla.
Yes. That was one thing that I was interested in. Um, that it does bring up issues with black farmers. If you've read, oh, I just read this book too. Um, terrible with titles, but like there is a book that talks about like in one of the last chapters of it, it talks about like how black farmers have routinely had their lands taken from them and whatnot, and how they've been, exploited by our government, and white farmers around them have taken their land like forcibly, and it's really cool that they are bringing that up
Mhm.
in this storyline. So like that's another reason why I'm like let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
give it a chance.
Definitely. Absolutely right, LT. But yeah. Yeah. So that that's all I got. Right now it's a read through, then we'll see. Um yeah. So in a few months I'll let you know.
That's fair. Totally fair.
All right. So next up, what do we have? Next up is New Champions. Now, I'm a sucker for kids who are teaming together, fighting
Yeah.
crime. I enjoy all of that. So I had a time with this. I
Yay.
had a time with this one. So you have these group of kids. And please let me know if I say this wrong. Um, a couple of the kids, they were experimented on by Hydra, and they are kind of like mashups of a bunch of different superheroes, and now they're on their own fighting. So the four of them that were uh impacted by Hydra, only
Mhm.
three of them were able to get back to their families,
Hmm.
even though everybody was uh forgot about them. Three of them were able to connect with their families, and one who has magical powers, uh they weren't able to. So now she's trying to figure out who she is and where her family is, and it ends up with her being in Norway, or like off an island in Norway, and she ends up getting trapped out there.
Hmm.
And while putting out like this call for everybody, like one of her last words was, new champions. And so she brings the other 3 that she knew, and then a bunch of other superhero kids are coming from all over the country. So, like, not only are you getting this is Moon's Fire. Please let me know if I'm saying his name wrong. This is hold on. I have the comic right here, right? Let's go back.
Yeah.
So you have Cadet Marvel, who has powers like he has jet powered punches. Hellrune is the one who was looking for her parents. Liberty, I think, is Brazilian and has hard light constructs. And I'm thinking it's similar to no, it's not similar to Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel, but has hard light constructs. And then Moon Squire, um, who absorbs light and quote unquote makes bad guys go night night. I enjoyed all these kids so much. Like I said, they're a bunch of mashups of a bunch of different other superheroes, but they have their own personalities and backgrounds that you get a nice snippet of.
Hmm.
And then at the very end, you see all of these kids who are all over the Marvel universe. Like, I've been enjoying Spider Boy lately, and he's in it. Then you have a couple of black superheroes that I don't know their names, but I'm about to go hunt it after this. And then, yeah, like it's just this really cool, diverse group of kids. So, oh, and Moon Squire is black. He's like the only boy in his family. He comes home and kids are just like everywhere. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoyed this one very much. This is probably biased. I don't care. But I like this one.
Well,
And
good.
it's different than the other champions with Miss Marvel and Miles Morales, but like yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. Last year, they did this thing where they did a bunch of variants for like a bunch of different stories where they introduced these some of these characters.
Mhm.
And I copped just because she was a black character. So when I seen the previews for the new champions, I was like, oh, so she wasn't just because there was a lot of speculation about who she was and where she came from and if she was going to be an actual character or whatever. And
Mhm.
I laughed but was also pissed when I seen the new champions cover because I'm like, so y'all was just really making stuff up because clearly here she is. Do
Yep.
it like she's a part of new champions. Like if you didn't know, just say you don't know. But yeah, so I'm excited about that because it's like that just give us like the new generation of characters and see who
Y-
sticks. Like there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with that.
Oh my goodness, yes. Please,
Yeah,
please give us new characters. Test the
yeah,
waters with them.
yeah.
Cause I am as much as I love, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, please give us new characters. I'm I'm so like we should not have 10 runs each of these characters.
What I will say though is like if there's an interesting character, actually give them a chance to
Yes.
be something else. Because what was that other? It wasn't Champions, it was like New Mutants and something else. They'll bust out like some cool concepts of like character mashups.
Mhm.
The one that I'm thinking of right now is the name is eluding me, but she looked like she was a black character. She was a mashup of like Gambit and mm, she was very much stylized after Gambit, but she had like afro puffs or something, and she was in New Mutants, and
Mm.
I'm just like, "Oh, this is about to be my new favorite character," and then we didn't see her again after that run, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, "But why?
Yeah.
Why make this cool character and only like scratch the surface of what they could do or who they could be to the X-Men, and then we just never hear from them again?"
Yep.
So
So we need new characters. We need new
that will stick.
longer.
Yes,
Yes.
give them a
Yes,
chance.
give them a chance. Give them a chance. Cause like and this is going back to like the new Spider-Man show that's coming out later this month. I was
Mhm.
so irritated seeing that. I mean, now granted, it's a great trailer.
Yeah.
It's a great trailer. I'm not gonna be like that much of a hater. I'm gonna
And I
watch
seen that
it.
we get our first like Filipino Marvel hero like
See, like,
guess yeah, popping up in that show. I'm like,
like
yeah, give
give
her
them their own
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Give them a chance to like do their own thing.
But I
But
like how they're like, let's introduce this character in an
mhm,
already popular show that people are gonna watch so that they get a chance for people to know who they are and like them. So when they do get their own thing, it doesn't flop. I think that's important
fair.
too.
Yeah, that is important.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are some that already have that, that community, that fan base that
Mhm.
could stand on its own. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
that's
ah,
fair.
yeah, it's fine. I'ma still watch it because, like I
Oh, for
said,
sure.
that trailer was
Definitely
great.
watching that one. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so and you said we're gonna hold off on Son of Starros, right?
No, we could chat. We could chat Sound of Stars if you want. Oh,
Oh,
we're right at an
yeah, we
hour.
got an
So
hour,
yeah,
yeah.
we got time.
Okay, okay. So this one I tabbed and I have notes in it.
No, love that for you. Yeah, this was a
No,
reread for me. And when I tell you, y'all, it's like such a good thing that I'm actually like scanning my comics to find things and make them make sense because the length of time it took me to find my trade of this book is really shameful. It really truly is. And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, apparently in my extreme laziness
mhm,
at some point in time when I was putting books away, I was like, I just need everything to be put away. And so, amidst my scanning of my boxes of single issues, I'm finding trades. So, of course, this book was not on my bookshelf easily accessible for the reread. So, I'm tearing up everything and pulling out all of these boxes just to find it and still have not found it. I found the single issues because I copped every variant of this. So y'all will
period.
be seeing that reel on my page because I won't have done all this work for nothing. We getting some content out
Facts.
of this. But yeah, and I was like, they're already taped, so I was like, okay, so this is another episode where we're shouting out Marvel Unlimited because it worked out. I don't know why it didn't click
Okay.
to me that I could just do that in the first place. I just really wanted to find my trade after a bit, and I still haven't
Yeah,
found it. So,
it's
and I was
gone.
like, "Am I tripping? Did I not get it because I bought all the issues?" Nope. It's
It's
in
in
my
the other
order history.
dimension of your library. You officially have a new dimension where everything just falls into.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I could pull up any panel you want to talk about because it's on my
Period.
Marvel Unlimited.
Okay. Well, then let me go to the first tab that I have. What
The
was
fact
it?
that you tab your comics is insane, but I love you for it.
I only do it to the trade paperbacks.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
Only to the trade paperbacks. I do not do that to issues at all. Um, okay, so with this one, I felt while the story was cool, the
Mhm.
story would not exist. Okay, I gotta say this in a way that doesn't get me caught up with nothing. Okay.
Okay,
Love is love. That's not my issue in the slightest. Right?
okay,
My issue is Rod and D for the ones who were in uniform, the police officers, the Imperial Guard. Like, why are you? You could have gotten someone who was for the culture, who would have respected you and your family and all of that. But you was like, nah. that general, that high-ranking officer who is, like, steadily attacking my people. That's the one.
So I feel you on this, but I also feel like it was very much done intentionally because how
Oh, yeah.
often is that the case? Like,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if you keep that every other black person in the book has natural hair or locks or something, and her hair
Mhm.
is straightened.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No,
And
there was definitely a message being sent here
yeah,
with
there's
her
all of the
and the
nods.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
but it still pissed me off because I was like, the story
It didn't piss me
like,
off as much as it was just like a, "Yeah, that tracks. That tracks." There's always somebody like, as now, I will say this, the family, the Starroses, cool as hell. Sign
yeah,
me up. I wanna be an
yeah.
adopted cousin immediately because they were with the shits and
Uh,
the shenanigans.
they are, but I feel like, once again, this is part of that zombie conversation from
Okay.
a distance.
From a distance.
From a dis That's me, from a distance. I'm gonna respect and love everything you do, but I feel like I would lose my life with the skills I currently possess.
Listen, I feel like the it's the star life for me. Like, if I had an opportunity to rock with the Starroses and be on those types of adventures, your girl would just have to get fit because y'all not leaving me behind because that's just too much cool shit going on.
No,
No,
they
I'm not.
definitely get into some shit.
Oh
They
my
definitely
gosh,
do.
yes, we
They are a
would.
time.
Yes, we
And
would.
grandma is goes
That
hard.
girl, period. Oh my god, yeah, the whole Starros
Definitely.
family just lit for no reason.
Except for the
And
brother. He could go straight to the pits of hell. Don't
I would not send him to the pits of hell. The brother chose the wrong path because he felt like his sister left him because she went off to do better for herself.
But
It
she
sounds
came
like
back for him.
she did, but he doesn't
She
remember
came back.
that. So that's why I'm like, okay, so this is another prime example of why I wanted us to read this and talk about it because the story is complete the way that it is within this trade
Mhm.
paperback, but there was enough feelers left out there, and I'm sure there's more Starros family members where this could just eat down across the galaxy. Like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
could totally have gotten more issues or even volumes of this. I would have been happy with like 3 solid volumes of more from Son
Yeah.
of Starros. Also,
This
the
would have
fact
been good.
that they like let her have her story and just shared little tidbits of where we know her from through Dr. Afra. I love how they touched on it just enough and then
Mhm.
still stepped back and let this be about the Starros family. Like,
Yeah. It made
that's how
me
you do
want to look into Dr. Afra because I do like,
it.
the
Mission
little bits
accomplished.
and pieces that you get about their
Yes.
relationship, and the fact that apparently, she stole Dr. Afra from
Yeah, is this
somebody,
is still your girl?
like, period.
Period. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, "Ooh, we'll lure her in with this." You got me reading Green Lantern. I'm gonna get you reading Star Wars. It's fine.
Like, I was definitely reading this next to Malik, and I was like, "Alright, so do you know this? Is this something I need?" Like, sitting next to my own Star Wars encyclopedia, making
Yeah,
sure I got it all.
yeah.
But nah,
Wait, did
this
he like
was
Dr. Offer too?
I don't his is the Clone Wars
Okay.
specifically, like, he loves the Clone Wars. He'll watch all of it, but Clone
Mhm.
Wars is, like, his expertise and what he loves,
Okay.
but
I can
yeah,
get behind.
so
So might mess around and have both of y'all reading it. Period. But yeah, I loved how they like let it be its own story and they just shared
yeah,
those little tidbits. So it's like if you're familiar with Dr. Offer, this will make more sense to you, or this is how you know this character, or whatever. But I liked how the core of it was just the family story. Them having their
yeah.
family drama. And I love how they have like adopted alien family that like rides with them like
Yes!
actual family because I feel like that's how it would be like Cause we
We all
pick up
got
people everywhere. Be like,
right,
oh,
we all got play cousins and
yeah,
aunties somewhere.
exactly. Like that's auntie, but she's not human, but that's auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
What I did find interesting, sticking with family, is the idea that family has a lot of secrets and
Yeah.
you're not really getting the answers to it until you're in the thick of it.
Literally from each other. Yeah.
Like, I thought that was I was like, "Yep, this is family. This is
Mhm.
how it happens, unfortunately."
Yep. But they still pull up for each other. That's what it
They do.
yeah.
They do. This is a great family. Like, if we gonna go through it,
Yeah.
I'd rather have, like, that their family to go through it with.
Yeah. I also laugh
Ye
because, Sana is that girl, and she's like, I'm tired. I need to be doing something else. But she still pulled up like, even though I'm sick of you, you're still the plug. So come through because we're doing this. It's
Mhm.
like that is very on brand. I could see this being translated to like a live action show and eaten.
I was thinking that too.
It would be so good.
This would be a great limited, like, run the way they've been doing with, everything in Star Wars so far on Disney Plus. Like, this would
Yeah.
be a really good run.
Yeah. With
Like,
the
yeah.
Starros family for sure. I feel like Dr. Aphra is just a matter of time. They just really need to cast her correctly. Because like when Ahsoka, the
Mhm.
newer season of Ahsoka was coming out, they were
Mhm.
showing other characters and everybody was like, "Is that Dr. Aphra? Is that Dr. Aphra?" It's like, "No, that's not." But leave room because that series, if they I would want whoever is responsible for the crazy dope goodness that is the Mandalorian. I want whoever's in charge of that team and that story to be in charge
Mhm.
of Dr. Afra's show or series or movie or whatever they do. It really needs to be a series because I mean, but like I don't want them to be playing around or half stepping or they just really need to not Boba Fett that up.
Yeah.
Because the Boba Fett series was not it. Andor was
They need the
fire.
skeleton crew it.
Skeleton Crew is holding strong,
It
but
is.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Mandalorian
Yeah,
is
Mandalorian
is
is
at the
that.
top,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Ahsoka is I say Ahsoka is tied with Andor for number 2. And
I don't
then
remember either one, to be honest.
really
I
listen.
when I say I am a passive Star Wars watcher,
Okay, okay,
it's
that's
not
dope.
something I take in because, once again, the Star Wars fandom that lives in my household, it's just, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't like the looks I get when I get things wrong. It's like, "Oh, bless your heart."
Low key, you wouldn't get things wrong if you watched the show, though, Keisha. I mean, I'm just saying.
Ah,
Now, what
when
I
I
will
wonder
say though, I will have your back on this. I don't expect everybody to go back and watch the bazillion episodes of the Clone Wars. If you're not there yet right now and it doesn't
I have
interest you,
watched all of
you
them
don't have to
multiple
go back.
times.
So, see, that's
That
what
is
I'm
the one
saying
thing
though.
I am well versed in because
Okay.
he watches it every year.
God.
Every year.
I feel like that's a lot to go back to if you're not like already invested in that. So I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
so since you've seen it already, good on you, Keisha. You're not as novice as you're trying to say if you've watched all of the Clone
Mm,
Wars episodes. But I will say though, like I was pleasantly surprised by Andor and the Mandalorian has not let me
yeah,
down yet. It's been solid all the way through. And then
yeah.
Ahsoka has been so good too. When I tell you I was rooting so hard for what's her name to be Ahsoka.
Who?
Um what is her name? She was in Josie and the Pussycats. That's my favorite thing that she's been in, even though she's been in a million things.
Um, was she also in Rent? Is weird that the movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay, so she was Claire in the Defenders, and I didn't like her there.
in the
Um,
Defenders. I don't think I've seen it.
yeah, Luke Cage, Netflix. So it was Luke
Mm,
Cage, Daredevil, Iron Fist,
mm.
Jessica Jones. Yeah, yeah. Like she was part of that crew. Like
Why am I
she was the
blanking on her
nurse.
name? It starts with a D. Uh,
Ooh, hold on. We're saying it all like right. Like let's pull it up. Hold
yeah,
on. Um, Rosario Dawson.
that's it. That's where the D came from. But yes, Rosario Dawson. She like pretty
Yeah,
much campaigned for herself to get in that role, and that was like the power of Twitter in its heyday. Like everybody would just pulled up for her like yes, she needs to play that role, and she did. When
she
I
did.
forget what was it in the first time that they showed her, I
Mhm.
was screaming like an idiot in my living room because I was so happy. Like I knew it was coming, and it still just filled my entire heart with joy. Oh, I was so happy. Yeah. We just, they could give us some more seasons of that too, and I'll be happy. That's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Clearly I'm biased, and that's fine. I'll acknowledge
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. We all have biases.
Yeah.
It's fine. All
But
right,
yeah,
so I am going to after our big interview that's coming up in February, I'll start reading Dr. Aphra
ooh,
because
okay, that's quite the commitment. Oh, I finished binging The Walking Dead, and y'all,
I
that was 11 seasons. And to my dismay, to find out, only to find out, no, I'm kidding. There was like several sub series that
mhm,
are like out of the order. So like I should have looked up the watching order for The Walking Dead and all of the Walking Dead
mm,
spin-offs,
mhm,
because so I watched all of the series of The Walking Dead, but they also have Fear the Walking Dead, and apparently that's like a prequel because it's when everything first starts with the zombies. But so the first 4 seasons of it are like before everything that I've watched. And
mhm,
then the seasons are like interspersed in between the seasons of The Walking Dead. So I'm like, okay, there's
okay.
no way I'm going back and doing it that way. So I just started watching Fear the Walking Dead, and I'm not enjoying it as much as I liked The Walking Dead, but it's all prequel stuff, so I get it.
Mhm,
But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through all of that stuff. I think I might just skip to like some of the other after ones. Because Fear of the Walking Dead is not doing it for me the way that The Walking Dead did. But now I'm like, all right, I've done my part so that when I pick up this compendium, I can be making like drawing some fair comparisons because I will have watched enough of the show to do that.
okay.
So I
See,
feel you on that.
I'm gonna read the comics first before I get into the show.
This is
'Cause
great because then we're coming at it from two opposite angles of
yeah,
experiencing the story. Wait, so
yeah.
you're gonna start reading Dr. Afra.
Mhm.
Okay. So what is my thing that I'm supposed to be, are we counting that as Green Lantern? Because we're kind of both doing that together.
I haven't even started Green Lantern yet.
Okay, that's
I'm gonna be honest, nothing's getting started until after that interview.
okay.
Like
I completely
like,
understand. I'm low key was like, do I need to, how anal do I need to be in terms of like a reread?
for opera?
No, for our interview.
Oh, I am going to do a reread because 'cause it's been a minute since I've done the graphic novel.
But that's why I'm
Um,
like, do I need to do a reread of the regular novels and the graphic novel?
oh, no.
No?
No, I'm sticking to just the graphic novel right now because there's no way I'm getting through both of those books and then both the graphic novels. Nah, nah.
I will
And
see. I haven't decided yet.
and then when you did the Octavius Butler Stanathon, it hasn't been a year since I did Parable of the Sowers. So like I mean
Yeah.
Parable of the Talents. So I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's
I'm
fair.
good.
That's fair.
Oh,
Okay.
and we like talking over it. We're not even like really addressing it. So for the everybody here, um February 1st, we lined up a great interview with John Jennings, David Brame. Please, if I feel like I'm gonna mess somebody's name up. But the entire team who's working on Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents. They're all
Graphic
gonna be
adaptation.
here, the graphic novels, they're gonna be here February 1st to do an entire show just about those 2 graphic novels. And
Woo!
during that time, we are also working with Sister Sci-Fi, so if you wish to pick up both both graphic novels, you can get them at a discount
With our code.
with our code.
Oh
So
yeah.
we have some big things in store here.
Big things. Big
Big
things.
things. Yes, yes.
Yes. So make sure you save the date
Yes.
and
And
prepare
that
yourselves.
yes, and that date lines up with the first date that happens in the journals that are in Parable of the Sower. And what's really messed up, going back to the fires that are currently happening in LA, that's how it starts in 2025
Yeah.
in her book. So like yeah, I can't do all 4 books. We're just gonna do the graphic novels right now
That's fair. That's fair.
because Butler is,
Heavy.
we're getting a little close to, you know, she is becoming a prophet, and I don't like how this prophecy is turning out.
It's a little too near
Mm,
accurate to our current hellscape.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But very
Oh, yes.
exciting.
Yo, it's so good, and John Jennings, he puts his foot in these graphic novels. Like,
Yeah.
we got the copies. We got the copies, so I'm super excited.
Yep.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, we did. And we've been following along this whole time. So like super, super excited. The fact that we were able to get it on the first and they were like down for it was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Big
Yeah, this is
team.
gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. So yes, remember, come through on February 1st. Get your discounted bundle on those graphic novels. Come hang out with the creators.
Yeah.
It is just yes.
Yep. We'll be dropping the details with like the little reminder and with the code. So that way if you like don't have either and you want to pick up some Butler or
Mhm.
the graphic adaptations before the live, that's a thing too. Sister Sci-Fi is always the vibe, so that's just what sweetened the pot that much more that we're able to collab because they're very much aligned with our views and our mission in this space.
Yes.
So that was awesome.
So make sure y'all check us out. 2025 is gonna be good. It's gonna
Yes,
be
pull
very
up,
good.
pull up. Tell your friends to pull up.
If y'all can hear my dog in the back, I apologize.
No, he said pull up.
No, he did. He did. That's the thing about living in the country. Like, if he goes off, that means there's something.
Listen, that's a sign in The Walking Dead too. Since you mentioned Sister Sci-Fi, uh-oh. I pre-ordered the hardcover of Far Sector based off of the recommendation y'all made. Absolutely. As you should.
Yes.
As you should. Listen, I don't think y'all understand like the like little joyful dance that I did when that thing first came out and then was just like
No.
resolved to be like, well, guess I'm gonna have two because I have to get a signed one. Like,
Yes.
it's the vibes. If you can't tell, we're NK stan around here.
Yes,
So it had
yes.
to happen.
And I finished out my collection of hers. I didn't realize that, well, not I didn't realize, like, book 2 of that Dream Blood duology, I never had. So I finally
Oh wow.
got it.
How,
Yeah.
Sway? You
It's
must have like got it from the library.
I haven't read the duology yet. It's the only ones of her work that I have not read.
Oh, okay. I'm
And I
interested
think
to
I'm
hear
waiting for the
about that.
next, NK Stand-a-thon that you do
It's
to, like.
coming soon, guys. It's coming so soon. Oh my gosh. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Excited to see like to do this again with new people and to hear everybody's thoughts cuz it was wild time. So for context, guys, at like the peak of the pandemic when my book club was still a BB, I like my obsession for NK was just ever growing and I even though I had only read like two of her books.
Mhm.
So I just the first book that we ever read was The City We Became as a book club. And I was like, I need to read everything else that this woman has written. Will you do it with me? And I was like, we're gonna just call it a stanathon and read all of her works in the order that they were released. And it was such a vibe. And now I'm like I've been jonesing for a Broken Earth trilogy reread, but I want to do it
Mhm.
with the fam, the weirdo fam. So it was like, all right, let's give it a little room to breathe from the last one and we're going to run it back. So that will be coming soon and I'll be dropping details about that as well. I kind of wanted it to line up with because August is the 10-year anniversary of the release of the 5th season, so I kind of
Mm.
wanted us to be like reading it at that time, but
Mhm.
I don't want people who haven't read NK to start with the Broken Earth trilogy because I
Yes.
feel like that would be doing y'all a disservice.
Yeah. It's
So, yeah.
I feel like you need to start with the Inheritance trilogy first,
Yep. Yep.
then move into the short stories. Yeah, move into the short stories, and then you go into the Broken Earth trilogy, then you go into City We Became, you know, with
I'm putting that Broken Earth trilogy as the last thing.
really? Well,
Yep.
yeah, because the short story collection has the first like, that first chapter is the City We Became.
Mhm.
The ones who stay and fight. You know what? I don't even remember the titles to these short
Yeah, I don't
stories,
either.
but
I
but
just
the
remember being
one
like, because the
right?
stories in that were so wildly different.
The engine, the train engine one was good, and
The
then
cooking one.
the cooking one was so that one and the authors who get the awards, and then their lives get ended, like, as soon as they get, like, the
I
best award.
wanted the cooking one to be like a Disney Pixar style movie so bad.
Yes!
I don't think
Yes!
you understand how bad I need that to be a
That
thing.
could have been a Pixar short.
Easily. Easily. Like, oh, so good. So
Because
very
they do
good.
that a lot, especially, like, in, the short bow, like, there's a lot of yeah, it
Yeah,
gave
the
yeah,
death and the jab and the hit you right in the feels is, like,
yeah,
insane. It's crazy work to say the least.
yeah.
I just know they would eat that up. Ugh, so good. And that was one of those ones where it's like, I'm just greedy because I want this to be a whole novel. Like,
There were several of them that should have been a whole novel,
yeah,
but But in
Yeah.
NK, if you ever decide to watch the show, please take your time,
Mhm.
enjoy life. Just
Yes, we love it.
yeah, just
We want you
be at your
we want
best.
you at your most joyful and at the peak of your craft where you're enjoying it. So we will
Right.
never that we've
You
learned that
know
the
what?
hard way.
I also take her a little pissed because, like, as as a native New Yorker, I was cool with that duology.
That's
Cause
fair.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was
The
cool
pla
with it.
I We've talked about this before, but the place
Mhm.
that she was coming from and the reason why she wrote The City We Became, you can feel it through that whole
Yeah,
book. And then
1,000%.
you can tell the difference in the place that she was writing from and how the pandemic impacted all of that. And
Yeah,
that's why it didn't end up being a trilogy. But The City We Became, you felt every bit of it.
yeah.
And it was just like, "Oh, I'm cheering you on from this." Like, I support women's rights and their wrongs, like,
Right,
100%. Get it out, like, pop your shit.
basically.
So, yeah, I feel you on that. I will take her writing from a place of anger slash low key popping her shit as well too, because she did her big
Mhm.
one with that. But yeah, the fact that her world building is the way that it is, and they're so like miles apart, like
Completely different works.
yeah, like the fact it's giving range, and I
Yeah,
want to see what else she wants to talk about. It could literally be anything
yeah.
because yeah, the way that she just yeah, her world building is crazy. That's why I would laugh to myself when they're doing like those classes or whatever where it's like artist series whatever and they teach you how to do something. Hers is
Mhm.
literally about building worlds.
Oh, yeah, masterclass, yep,
Yeah,
yep,
masterclass. I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
yeah.
She's good at that. Like hella good at
She's
that.
great. Yes, she is.
I'm like, I don't
Speaking
plan on
of
writing anything and I low key want to do the class just to hear what
just to
she's
see,
talking about. Yeah.
see, just because of this, I think we should have an episode where we talk about, since we both are in the books and comic spaces, an episode where we talk about books that can and should be turned into comics.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
because
Yeah,
there
I
are
can get
some
behind
books that, like, I see whenever I read it, I see panels.
mm,
And, like, there's no better way to tell the story because
yeah,
it's just that good. So, yeah,
yeah,
I think we should do that one time.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Especially this I feel like that's just gonna be like a thing that we pop out with every once in a while because we were borderline on that when we were talking about Prince of Cats, but for a good
Yeah,
reason. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. Oh,
oh,
sorry.
no, we're both trying to do it at the
It's
same time. Her world
right.
building in Far Sector is off the charts.
It
Strong
is.
agree.
It
And
is
that's another
because
reason why I'm too butthurt to this day that we didn't get more from her in that world. I literally like it was a couple years ago, but Sister Sci-Fi had an event that featured NK as like the guest and
mhm,
Isis, the beautiful human that runs Sister Sci-Fi, knows how obsessed I am with NK and was like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you your chance. You can ask her a question." And I was like, "What?" Listen, my whole everything in my life stopped so that I could do that, and I still fangirled like an idiot. You guys, the universe
that's
has to
fine.
give me an opportunity to redeem myself so that auntie doesn't think I'm weird in a bad way. But I did tell her how much I absolutely loved Far Sector and asked her if we were getting more Far Sector or if she would write more in that world. And her answer was pretty much like, it's not up to her type of thing. But how sad is that? Because I just know, like,
Yeah,
that's what she created on just one planet. So,
yeah.
like, she
Imagine what
could
she
give
can
us,
do.
like, the
Oh,
whole
if they
noir
let her
detective.
do the Lantern Core,
Listen.
I'm
Or she
just
could literally
she's
just be like going to different planets, and each different planet has their thing. Because, like, if we're being, well, I guess we could do like a whole thing talking about Far Sector another time, but the whole concept behind like that world being so perfect because of something, and really that was like the core of their issue. She could flip
mhm,
that concept a million different ways, and I'm gonna eat it
facts.
up every time. Every time. It's the same way how I feel about P. Jelly Clark with the Master of Jinn. I was like, give me all of these detective books. You could make a 12 book series of this, and I'm gonna eat it up.
Mm,
Okay, I don't even care for Green Lantern, but she made that world matter and pop. Whole new
mm,
races and clever concepts abound. Facts.
facts,
100%
yes.
agree. Absolutely.
LT, you've been speaking truths all night.
All night.
All night.
We need a sound and and like a stamp or something for that. Like,
Right?
yeah, we love it.
Not caller of the night, but like
Mhm.
something, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we gonna figure it out. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. But yeah, strong agree. They really just like, who we got to talk to get more Sojourner from NK and Jamal Campbell.
Specifically,
Yeah,
specifically.
specifically.
We
Y'all,
gotta
I
put
mean,
that in
I
because
get letting other people have a chance, but I said what I said. It needs to be NK and Jamal Campbell together. Don't play.
mhm, mhm.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, did I tell you how we were excited about the new Green Lanterns book coming?
Mhm.
Guess who's doing one of the variant covers?
Hold on. The NECA?
Yes, Juliet Nika. Oh my gosh. I'm like, can we get a sneak peek? Like, what's good? Like, oh my gosh. Before they just had like the variants or whatever, and now it like specifically says her name on there. I'm like, I need it to live.
Mm,
Jamal's art in Far
yeah.
Sector is elite in my top 5 all time for sure.
I love
Yes.
his artwork in general. Like,
In general, like
he
he
did
made me read a
Naomi.
Superman book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely ate that up with
Supercore.
Naomi too, for
And I
sure.
think he's writing and drawing for a new comic coming out. Hold on. I put it on my pull list. It's coming out in a few months.
I'm gonna need you to
Dang it.
remember what that is, my love.
Yo, my memory is terrible, but I definitely it was on the list that I gave my comic shop. Like, I need y'all to get this for me immediately.
Y'all see,
Zatanna?
I'm trouble
No,
for some reason. Keisha's trouble for others because my comic shop only does it a month out. Keisha be pulling from like
3
3 months out.
months. I
So I'll
pull
be
from
like,
3
huh,
months
what?
out.
My pre-order, yeah, we're trying to do better about our lives. I'm like, you're living in the future. I haven't pre-ordered for that far back yet.
Mhm.
That
I
is
love it
insane.
though, cause then it's like a
Yeah,
whole surprise, like, "Oh, what do I get this week?"
not a
I don't
whole
know.
surprise. See, those types of things are dangerous for me. Okay.
I intentionally there's so much coming out in February that I
Mhm.
intentionally did not pre-order it because I was like, "That can't be a surprise for me. It can't."
February is like, so we have Black History Month, February,
Yes.
and then we have
Those
Women's
are
History Month,
already yeah.
March.
Those I'm
Oh,
getting all of those, but I'm talking about,
okay.
like, trade paperbacks and the
Mm.
omnibuses that are coming out. I
Oh, talk
couldn't.
more about that, friend. Maybe we should have an
Okay,
episode about that.
so the 4th one of the Milestone Comics omnibuses is coming out next month.
Hmm.
Um, Red Hill,
Mm.
uh, the Robin Hood one.
Red
No,
Hood.
not why did I say Robin Hood? Batman, Red Hill one, that's coming out in February.
Okay.
Um, there are a couple of other black comic books. or black comic book characters that are coming out. I'm not even
You're
talking about
saying Red
Parsector.
Hill. Did you mean Red Hood, or is there something else that I don't know about?
Red Hood.
Okay.
It is Red Hood because it's the only reason I was interested in it is because you had showed me, and I was like, oh,
Yes, that Sanford Green art
yes,
goes crazy. Yeah.
yes. So I was like, I need to check this out.
Yee.
So
Okay.
there are several more that I cannot remember because once again,
Mhm.
I get my stuff a couple months out. But I
Okay.
remember looking at all of the trade paperbacks and omnibuses and going, "Oh, this is money.
Oh gosh. Okay.
This
Okay.
is gonna be money." So I'm not even mad. If you only see like 2 or 3 issues from me a week, please know
Prepare your wallet.
February is gonna hurt.
Prepare your wallets. Oh my gosh. Listen, between Black History Month stuff, you're talking about all of these trades. I'm collecting all of the Storm variants.
Mhm,
What else was there? All the Black History Month variants. They're doing that X Hunt event.
mhm.
And it centers Xavier from the X-Men, but it's got like Storm crossover. And that event, there's variant covers that are all connecting variants. So I'm collecting those.
Okay.
And there's Peach Momoko variant covers for each one, including
Naturally.
Storm. Storm issue 6 is a part of that X Hunt event.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it's just trouble, guys.
Yeah,
Cuz there's
yeah,
no way that I wasn't about to do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
February is about to be out of pocket. It's
yeah,
mm-mm.
yeah. And then
Ah,
March has the Women's History Month stuff.
yeah.
So those are pre-ordered. And I'm just like, all right, we're doing it.
Just from here on out, it's about to be, I wanna s I'm gonna try very hard to stick to using the library as often as possible, but there are certain things that I do need in this library at home.
I was going to say I'll make no such promise. No such promise will be made on my end. And I just
Fair,
know yeah. We
fair.
just need to get on the good foot and let Image, Marvel, DC love us like we love you, please. Please.
But, like, this year, we gotta work on it because, like, our we were talking about it before, but, like, they are not handing out like, what I've been hearing through the grapevine, they're not handing out passes and stuff like that
Mm,
because of the way content creators in the past have, like, treated it, and I'm like, understandable, right? But
mhm.
that just means that we gotta be on our stuff, so, like, when we do get it, we're getting everything.
Yep. And you're gonna see us be so grateful every time. Every time.
Yes,
All of the vibes, guys. Yeah.
all of it. So it is hour 43.
We're doing great.
Yes,
We
we
did it.
are.
Yeah.
We got everything, we talked about most of the comics.
Yeah. All of the
Is
vibes.
there We talked
No.
about the interview that's coming out February 1st.
Say the date.
Yes, yes. It's past my bedtime because I don't remember nothing.
That's all right. And we're going to get together for a Galentine's sleepover
Yes.
live with
Yes,
our
yes.
comic friends. And it's gonna be a vibe. And man, we got all kinds of stuff going on because we still got to figure out when we're doing our craftings.
Yes. We definitely do have to check on it.
Yeah.
Wong, happy New Year and
Happy
happy
New Year!
birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, happy belated birthday! I did not
Yeah.
know. Yes, Galentine's, and
Yes,
everyone's
yes.
invited.
It's a Bade. Yeah.
Yes.
Shiatsu. I'm sorry. Do you ever think of no, Phineas and Ferb.
I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
that
seen it?
reference.
Okay, I must send this to you.
Okay.
Um,
I do love Perry the Platypus, but I don't know that particular reference. But yeah, definitely come through for the self-care and comics. It's gonna be a vibe.
yes.
And yeah, bring a bevy, bring your pulls, bring a
Face
mask.
mask. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming through and
Yes.
kicking with us. Make sure that you like, share, follow, subscribe.
All the
Pink Riot
things.
Comic Show everywhere on all platforms. Save the date for February 1st. And we'll see you guys same time, same place every Thursday, 5 p.m. PT, 8 p.m. EST. Buy
As
the
we try to
comics,
take over the world.
read the comics, and talk about the comics. Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all. Later. I definitely found more. All right. How many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.